Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you all are well and you're having a nice time. So I'm back with another video, and in this one I'll run you through the team selection for FPL Game Week 3. I'll talk about how my Game Week 2 went. You can already see that on the screen, a very frustrating one. So yeah, I'll talk about that, take out my frustration with you guys, and yeah, we're going to discuss the plans that I currently have in my mind. Obviously, the things I am, the players that I am intending to bring, and all of that in this video. Meanwhile, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do that and help me reach 800 subs sooner. That is the aim for now, and obviously once you guys subscribe, that would be a great help to the channel. It would obviously help the channel grow, and then I could reach a more wider and target more audience. Meanwhile, I am covering the Bundesliga Fantasy too, so if you are looking for something different, a little bit of taking your mind away from FPL, there is the Bundesliga Fantasy that I am covering, so you guys can check that too on my channel. So yeah, coming back to FPL now, Game Week 2 was a pretty frustrating one. To be very honest with you, I expected a lot from Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, but yeah, things did not go my way, and things did not go United's way either. It was a very frustrating one with my midfield. Turner in goal, he kept a clean sheet for a while, had our hopes high, but at the end of the day, what was expected of him did come through. He did end up losing the clean sheet. Then obviously Estupinan with 11 points, he was the main man for me in defense. He did score a goal, and I think he got an assist too, so that 11 points, and ended up losing the clean sheet. But I wouldn't be so regretful about that, because he has returned me enough points for the game week. Gabriel is yet to play. Chilwell with 1 point, and it was very unfortunate from Chelsea. I did not expect that from them. Now we move on to the midfield. Martinelli and Saka expected to play. So as per the rumors that are currently flying on Twitter, obviously I am trying my best to not focus on the rumors this season, but as per the rumors, apparently no Arsenal player is expected to play the match. But hopefully, I'd say that if we do not look at the rumors, Gabriel, Martinelli and Saka would feature. Hopefully all three of them could feature and return me some points. So specifically, I would expect returns from Gabriel, because Saka and Martinelli are highly owned assets. We move on to the Brighton star Mitoma, who will be possibly sold at 100 million to some club next season. Because that is what Brighton does. So jokes apart, he is such a talented player, such a great guy. I was expecting that he was playing the wider role, so I was expecting he wouldn't be scoring a lot of goals. He would be usually involved in assists, but man, that goal, that was brilliant. That was just brilliant stuff. He's such a great player. Mitoma got me 12 points with that goal that he scored. Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, two of the most disappointing assets that I've had this season and last season too. Not Rashford last season, but Bruno obviously last season too. And then obviously Watkins with 5, and the main man, the Rapunzel from Norway, Haaland with 4 points, which was not expected of him, but let's just give him one game week to blank. He has scored a lot of goals for us already. The bench, you can see, has some wonderful zeros on, with Pickford scoring a 0, conceding 4 goals, Mings injured, Archer with only 0, and Bayer did not have a match. So this was pretty much my bench and my team. Still 3 players to play. Hopefully I could get somewhere around 50 points. And yeah, not really focused on the rank as of now. I would say that the main focus on the rank would be somewhere around in game week 9 or 10. But as of now, I'm not focusing on the rank, just trying my best to shape out a perfect team and a team for a longer run. Now, there are players that I would want to get rid of from my team, and I've had 2 free transfers. I do have 2 free transfers, not had, sorry. I do have 2 free transfers, one carried from the last game week and one for this one. So yeah, we're going to move on to the transfer planner from Drafthound, and I'll talk about what are the moves that I'm looking at. Bruno Fernandes is definitely going out from my side. So yeah, let's move on to the transfer planner. So on your screen is the transfer planner, a proper platform from Drafthound where you can get player rankings, fixture analysis, player comparisons, and even the predicted lineups. That has helped me a lot in the previous 2 game weeks. Now, you can click the link below, the referral link below, and you will be redirected towards their website where you can sign up get some free features. And obviously, once you sign up, I think it's around £6. Once you sign up for the premium one, you can get all these features, and that would obviously help you in the mini leagues to get advantage upon your rivals. So yeah, this is the platform that I'm using, and I would recommend you guys this platform too. Now, on my right, you can see that on the right hand side of the screen, you can see that there is my team, and I'll talk about what are the transfer plans that I currently have, and then at the end we'll see how the team will shape up. Now, what I currently have in mind, there are 2 or 3 transfers that are obviously, I will look at the expected points that Drafthound provides, and I will use that to bring in players that are, that have a high ceiling and low ownership. Now, first one is obviously I told you that I'm going to get rid of Bruno Fernandes, despite the fact that he has a fixture versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are a good fixture, but not a walkover. And with the United's current form, I find them awful. To be honest, I find them awful attackingly. I find them more awful defensively. They're too tightly closed defending. The wingers are properly isolated from the opponent team. We saw how Kulusevski and Maddison kept disturbing them, and even Perisic was disturbing them. And if they play similar football versus Liverpool, let's just play Mo Salah doesn't end up scoring 3 or 4 goals in that game, because if you isolate the wingers versus Liverpool, you're going to be in deep waters. Now, the transfer plans that I currently have in mind with the 2 free transfers, I intend to take out Bruno Fernandes from my side, and I do intend to bring in Foden into my side. And what I could do with the other transfer is I could take out either Mings from my side and go for Pedro Porro from Spurs. Now, as you can see, the expected points are not that great, but the current form that obviously this isn't fully updated yet. The Gameweek 2 hasn't fully ended, but as of now, I think that there are clean sheets in probably one of these 3 games, and then obviously we can expect attacking returns from Porro. The other one is Odogi. Pardon me if I do not pronounce the name correctly, but he might be rotated by Emerson Royal, who has been, playing some good football since he has joined Spurs. So I've got Porro in. What I could do is I'll just play Pedro Porro and take out and bench Gabriel in that fixture. And then that would obviously be a proper 3-5-2 formation for me, with Porro coming in, Estupinan, hopefully clean sheets from Chilwell and Porro, and some attacking returns from Estupinan. Now, in that case, I would still have a problem in my goal, and that would obviously be Pickford, who has been terrible FPL arrows, also known as gas. He, did warn me and Nilos to not go for Pickford during the start of the season. But yeah, we did went from him because it was cheap, and that gave us more budget to target have Watkins, have Martinelli, and have Foden into Bruno Fernandes. But yeah, that's backfired. So we are sorry, gas. Sorry for not listening to you. But yeah, now we look at the goalkeeper. The other move that I could make is keep Pickford into my side. We'll see how things go for Gabriel. Hopefully he does start this game. Let me just bring Mings back. That would be a disadvantage because I'd keep losing some money on Mings, because I've already lost 0.1 million. Get rid of Pickford from my goal, and let's just see some of the goalkeepers that we could target with the expected points. Ederson at 5.5 million. I wouldn't fancy Ederson because he's too costly, and when there are 2 or 3 shots on goal, he ends up conceding a goal. So I have had a very bad history with Ederson. Owning him, the moment I started, playing him, he ended up losing the clean sheets, and that is that I do not want to continue with that. Obviously, Sheffield United and Fulham are some easy games. Probably West Ham United at away too, but I do not expect Ederson to return me some of those safe points when conceding the goal. The other cheap keepers do return me with some of those points when obviously because they make a lot of saves. Now, 2 options could be I could bring in Sanchez to get benefit from these fixtures. I mean, we saw Chelsea in a terrible defensive shape, but I do not expect Luton, Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth to do similar to them, to Chelsea boys that West Ham did. So Sanchez could be an option, and the other one could obviously be Vicario, who is playing for Spurs and has some juicy fixtures like Bournemouth, Burnley, and Sheffield United. Obviously, 2 away fixtures for them, and on the other hand, with Sanchez, you get 2 home fixtures. So you have to decide between that. With Sanchez, you obviously get the 0.5 million back. Just have to use the free transfer on. You have to use the free transfer, waste the free transfer on taking out Pickford, but you get that 0.5 million back. With Sanchez, this is the situation with Sanchez, and then there is obviously Flecken, but the set of fixtures does not satisfy me with Flecken. So I'd be rotating somewhere around Vicario and Sanchez. These would be my moves for the week. Now let's just move on to the final team selection and see how the team would shape up and what would be the final move that I would be willing to make before the deadline. So yeah, let's move on to the team's final team. So on your screen is my final team, and a proper 3-5-2 with Haaland taking the armband versus Sheffield United and Saka on the vice captaincy. I have taken out Bruno Fernandes from my side. Foden comes in, and in between Vicario and Sanchez, I've gone for Sanchez at the back. I do expect Chelsea to return clean sheets. I'm not going to take out Mings. He's going to be staying on my bench. What I'd rather do is rearrange my bench with throwing Mings at the very end and Archer and Bayer, up front on the bench. So 3-5-2 formation. I would see how Saka does today. If he does well, then obviously what I could do is probably punt on him with the armband, but I'm not going too far and not going to be too courageous. But what I would do is, switch the vice captaincy to Foden and let the captaincy armband on Haaland. Watkins stays in. He's not on the penalty, just to let you know. So he currently stays in. I would see and assess Jackson in the upcoming game weeks. I do not have any more free transfers left, but I would see in the next game week the situation of Jackson before downgrading Watkins to Jackson, because the set of fixtures after that for Watkins do not look very satisfying. Obviously, Liverpool not the toughest defensive side. They might end up conceding goal from Aston Villa, but I would rather have a penalty taker into my team. Now, specifically, you'd think that Jackson is not the penalty taker, but with Enzo missing the penalty, I'm expecting Jackson to take the next one. We'll see and assess how things go, and then obviously we were going to make the move. But as of now, the 2 free transfers on your screen and my final team is visible. And Foden is definitely coming into my side this week. So yeah, I think this is it for this week. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you all end up on green arrows at the end of the game week. So yeah, take care, guys.